doing the front and rear fenders because it's got a few little bits of corrosion there. I had some tool bag on the front which has faded that paint, and at the back it's got some pretty fucking gnarly corrosion. Underneath is pretty bad as well, but those drill bits are taking the paint off pretty clean. Provided the corrosion hasn't eaten through anything, then we should be right to just grind it back, paint it up, job's a good one. I mean, the back one's even worse than this, but first, I 5 the super thin coats, according to the AI. Alexa, 15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
Coat number 3. Alexa, stop. Alexa, what part of stop did you not get the first time? Alright, a 15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
Coat 3 is done. 5th, final coat. Now comes the tricky part. Oh no, it's a bit tiny. This is so delicate. Oh, why was that so fucking butt clenching? Oh, careful, bloody fucking hell. Okay. ChatGPT said we want 2 to 3 medium wet coats of clear acrylic lacquer. Coat 1 done. Coat number 2. Number 2 done. So we've got some peely, flaky, wrinkly bits popping up here. I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing, but what worked with the primer when it started doing this is I stopped, I let it cure completely, and then I sanded it back smooth. Then I did the primer again, and it came out perfect. So I'm going to try and do the same with clear coat. I don't know if that's the right way to go with this, but I'm going to let it cure, and then we'll gently sand and smooth out with like a fine grit sandover, I guess. And then I will clear coat it again on top. I don't know, maybe something chemically has fucked it, or maybe there's too much dust in here that's done it. Either way, leave it, sand those little bits, then we'll try clear coat again. It looks cool though, with the pinstripes. Hopefully we'll get there. At the end of the day, this is all just trial and error. And at the very least, well, I've got plenty of paint. We'll just keep at it until we figure out how to do it. I wasn't just getting the AI to do the instructions, I'm also getting it to do the troubleshooting.
The peeling or flaking effect usually means the layers didn't bond properly. It sounds like the clear coat might have reacted with the black base layer, which can happen if the base wasn't fully cured or if the clear was applied too heavily. Next steps. 1. stop adding clear coat, which you've done. 2. Let it cure fully. Sometimes the top layers might settle as solvents evaporate. 3. Assess the damage. If the peeling flaking is only on the surface, you might be able to lightly wet sand the affected area with a fine grit to smooth it out. Once the surface is smooth and stable, you can reapply the clear coat in lighter layers.
Okay, we have a plan. Leave it for a day, a little bit of sand, and then clear coat, and see what happens. I'm optimistic. So this is 24 hours later. Peely stuff is still there, but it has flattened out quite a lot. There's still loads of imperfections, but even with all the imperfections and shit, it's gonna look fucking brilliant. Okay, it's been a good few days. You can still see they're there when the light catches it. Give it a sand, give it a paint, and look at the dog. I'm wearing a GoPro on my chest. I feel like a complete cat. Let's double check our checklist first. Blow off all loose dust with air or dry microfiber. Wipe down panel with degreaser. Let fully air dry. Degrease. Wipe on, wipe off. $1,500 grit. Guess I just tear it apart. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Smooth, but it's going straight through to primer. I'm gonna have to redo the black. Let's just focus on getting all the imperfections out for now. It doesn't mean pinstriping again, but at least I've already got the lines laid out. You find so many more imperfections when you use your hands. You'll just suddenly feel these tiny little snags that are like a pinprick. After that, we want to degrease it, wipe it off, and dry it again. Ever so slightly off the mark down here. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. This is one of the more useful things I've impulse bought, a backdrop stand. I use it to create a wall for my serial killer tent, by which I mean my paint booth. That is how to prepare your kitchen for a murder scene. Start off with a tack coat, as always. Now we want 3 to 4 light coats, apparently. I guess that's a light coat. Oh, this is healthy. 15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
Coat number 2. Second coat done. Time for coat number 3. Coat number 3, done. 4th final coat. We're not done yet. We need to do the really fiddly fucking part. Oh, I hate doing this. I hate doing this so much. Oh no, I didn't put the tape on properly there. Round 2. Pinstripes in places are a little bit thinner than they were before. I'm gonna see how I feel about it. If I'm not happy with it, then I'm gonna have to just go back to doing primer again. I can see some of those imperfections are already starting to show, so I'm convinced we haven't got it in front of this yet, but if it looks good on the cure, then jobs are good, and if it doesn't, then sand it smooth, grey primer again, redo all the pinstriping again, do the black, yada yada yada, but progress is progress. It's closing on an hour since I finished painting. Let's see what's going on in here. I'll be honest, I can still see some imperfections. When the light's on it, you can definitely see the imperfections. I mean, it's a lot better than it was, but it's still not perfect. But if I want to have the pinstripes perfect and the paint perfect, is I need to sand it and then do the primer again, and then do the pinstripes again, and then do the black paint again, and then do the clear coat again, and potentially end up with it in the same fucking state. But progress, my favourite fucking saying, progress is progress. Good catch. Every step is a step forward, even if it's a very fucking tiny step. And here we are, a couple of days after the fabled failures. The imperfections are still obviously apparent, but they have really shrunk down. So much better than last time. It's still not good enough for my liking. And also I'm very bothered by this thin bit here where it's like, oh, we're thick and now we're thin and then we're thick. I'm going for broke. We're doing it the right way, stripping the whole thing back. As you can see, we've got tack cloths now. Got some 120 grit paper, some 180 grit paper, that's some 70 grit paper, there's some 400 grit, some 800 grit. There's every kind of grit you could grit your teeth on. But the first step, most annoying step, is I've got to sand everything off of this fucking thing now. Jesus. Back to bare metal. Every cloud has a silver lining, which is the paint that I did before is actually showing me exactly where the pitting is that I missed, because there's some bits right here, right there. It's doing a really good job of showing me where the other bits of pitting are. Wax on, wax off. This is next. Christ, I put way too much on. Too much. Let's get sanded. First load of filler sanded and done. Second load of filler drying, ready to be sanded. And then we can paint it again. It's dry, so start off at 120 grit, then we do 180. Why? This is just coming off. Good progress. This is all silky smooth, except I did reveal a little bit of pitting there by going a bit too vigorous on the 120 grit. So one more bit there, and maybe a touch just there for that pitting, but otherwise everything else is nearly there. Nearly there. So that's all dried nicely. Now just to sand it. This time a very gentle pass of 120 and then sticking with 180. I don't even know if I'm going to touch the 120 actually. I don't want to go through it. And it looks like a steak, but it is all really thinned out and silky smooth. I hope we're about ready for paint. Back in the booth again. Oh my god, it's so hot in here. Wipe on and wipe off. Something I feel like I was doing wrong previously was I was doing spray, la da da, da da da. According to the AI, it says, ow, there's something sharp on the floor. It doesn't say that. You need to kind of get a consistent spray going, so start spraying, and then the movement is consistent all the way past the point where you should stop spraying. And what I'm doing is I'm doing consistent and then I'm stopping, which means it would potentially make little ridges. So I think the right thing for me to do is to actually go this way, go across, 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 across. So I'm gonna try it like that. Probably the mistiest of all mist coats. Come back in 5 and start. Right, 3 coats. I feel like I'm totally fucking rushing this. Look at that, fuck. It's way too heavy there. If we can rely on sanding, I'm fucking terrible at this. Maybe next time we'll try going across the entire fucking thing. And then all this dry, oh, fuck it. Okay, this time, rather than frantically going and going, I'm gonna go for a long sweep. This feels ridiculous. I'm doing like a whole fucking body motion. But I think that's given it a smoother overall. Makes me feel like that first coat was too thin, because that's come out a lot more like what I would have expected it to come out like. So I might end up doing 4 coats of primer. I suppose more is not the worst thing in the world, because it means that I can sand back if I need to without going to bare metal. So okay, coat 3. What I'm going to do, definitely another coat. I want more primer on there than I should, because I feel like I'm putting these on too light. I can still see shit through them, you know. The last time I painted it, because of the flaking, I was going to just sand back in the area where the flaking was, and it immediately went through to the primer. So I'm pretty convinced this whole time I've been putting this stuff on too light. The grey, the black, the clear coat. Evidence to that is there's still probably about that much left in this can. I used this grey primer on the first paint, the second paint, and now on the third paint, and I'm still on the first can. That makes me feel like I'm not putting enough on there. Still going light, but more layers. It's quite matte immediately when I put it on. I'm not putting enough on there to get runny in the slightest. I'm going to do another coat of this though. I feel like that's heading in the right direction. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to do one more coat. Still got a tiny bit in, but I think it's pretty much empty. I guess now we just let it dry. I think I'm fucking done. You see the fucking dust coming out. Fuck, it's fuming in here. Let's get this shit torn down. 600 grit. I'll take a tack cloth. Never used one of these before. Okay. They're quite big. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh my god, GoPros are so shit. It overheated. Just measuring some things. About 6 centimeters. Deepest breaths. I'm always breathing too much. I hear that on the editing. I'm like, what is that? Is that fucking cat hair? God damn it, Toki. There's a cat. Do not attack this. I know what you're like. Fucking did a run. Shit. The boost is good. Oh, I haven't warmed up the can. That's a nice warm can. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. You demented shit. Alexa, stop. Alexa, shut the fuck up. A light coat first. Spraying the ground, helping to catch the dust. Mist coat, wait 10 minutes. We've cleaned, we've sanded, cleaned again and dried. Pinstripe, then we tack clothed. Mist coat is on there, wait 10 minutes. Put that back in the sink, keep it warm. Then we want to do the first wet coat. Fucking, oh, I've got a spot there. Back in less than 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. First wet coat. Minute timer. Mist coat done. Second coat done. I'm gonna ask the AI something.
Should I do 1 mist coat and 3 wet coats instead of 2, so that I have more paint thickness in case I need to sand imperfections? Or is 2 coats adequate?
That's a very smart thought, Mike, and honestly, yes, doing 1 mist plus 3 wet coats is a solid idea, especially if you want a bit more material to work with in case you need to wet, sand, or polish later. We will do an extra wet coat, because if I've got lots of layers, then that means with sanding imperfections, I don't end up going all the way back through to primer. That's the thought. I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about it.
Then with steel Martin boots, and I bought these wax cotton trousers. You've probably seen a couple of times me wearing them.
Wait, am I recording? I've been recording myself sat at my desk. I'm fucking out, you idiot. Excuse all the washing up. Seemed pointless to do it whilst I'm painting and then getting dust all over it, so I'll do it afterwards. Here goes the final coat. That's looking good, I think. Remove tape 5 to 10 minutes after final black coat while the paint is still just tacky but not fully dry. I need to get a real respirator. Alexa, stop. Holy shit. I fucking did it. It's the most delicate piece of the puzzle. Get with it. I don't think I blinked once. Round 2. I thought looking at it that this side had gone cloudy. It's just because we've got the white screen here. It's still shiny. I think I did it. Oh my god, I'm hungry. Fucking did it. 3rd time's the charm. Or was it the 4th time? Still need to itchy nose. Wait for it to fully cure, and we're gonna clean it, then we're gonna sand it, then we're gonna clean it again, and clear, coat. And then let that cure, clean it, sand it, polish it, and it's gonna be great. I'm happy with today. Here it is, 48 hours later. Got some mild orange peel happening, and clean it up, sand it dull, clean it again, and spray it shiny. So, lightly wash with clean water and a drop of dish soap. Use a soft microfiber to gently wipe away the dust. Rinse in clean water and pat dry. Wipe with an IPA, and use a tack cloth to finish. Rinse with clean water. Wipe with an isopropyl wipe. I'm going to leave it to air dry for 15 minutes. Hello. That was weird. After it's air dried, I will go over with a tack cloth, and then we'll get started on the sanding. So much prep. Using 1200 grit wet sandpaper, gently sand by hand using even light pressure. Oh no! Fucking gone through on the rivets. Shit. I'm gonna see if I can patch that. I'm just gonna rinse it thoroughly, pat it dry, and I'm gonna prep a tiny little thing of gloss paint. So let that air dry for a minute while I figure out what I'm gonna do. I reckon making sure my pinstripes are going to be completely covered up. I know this probably seems like overkill, but I don't have anything else to cover it with, so masking tape it is. And when it comes to sanding the clear coat, we're going to be extra careful. I'll give it a good wash afterwards as well to get rid of the stickiness from the masking tape. Never a fucking straightforward day, because see rivets every time I've done sanding, they just fucking immediately come up. I don't know why I didn't think to not go over them. We're already covered most of it, let's just cover the bottom bit as well. Better than to risk it. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm a fucking pinprick. Oh well, it's the right way to do it, I think. Like I know what I'm talking about. The AI said leaving it an hour to just cure and then we can peel off and start doing the clear coat. Oh, fucking typical though. Oh well, it's another learning experience, I guess. Everything with this is a learning experience, Christ. Let's very gently get this off now. Oh, okay, we're taking the whole lot, are we? Cool. IPA wipe. Don't know why I felt the need to pick this thing up. Once it's dry and dust free, maybe I should go over it with a tack cloth. Got a tack cloth handy, give it a quick once over anyway. Even if you can't see anything, it's worth the insurance. Okay, we'll come back in 15. Alright, let's button up this booth properly. Because clear coat is really fumy and I don't want to stink out too much of the house. Otherwise, Jo will be a little bit unimpressed when she comes home from work and goes, why does it fucking stink? I'm like, it's my fault. First is mist coat. Back in 5. Hold the can 6 to 8 inches away, move steadily, overlapping by 50%. You're aiming for a wet glossy look, but not enough to drip or sag. Full coverage, no dry patches, wait 10 to 15 minutes. And most important rule, Mike, relax. Don't rush it. Look, the hot water was so fucking hot that it's actually taken some of the wrapper off of this thing. Come back in 10-15 minutes or whatever it said. Second coat, well it's the third coat. We've got the mist coat, the main coat, the next main coat, and then we're doing another main coat. Relax. Second coat done. Okay, last coat, relax. That mess up on top seems to have just immediately got, I need to get out of here. It's too much, it's too much. It's been 2 hours since I finished painting. Let's see if it's okay. That white clouding is just the white sheet. I think it's done. Wait, we're going to sand and polish, won't we? Honestly, not even sure if it needs it. It looks fucking... Right, let's tear it all down. All goes down as quickly as it went up. Whatever that saying is. Fucking hell, that is shiny. That is really shiny. That's really shiny. I'm getting weird because something's actually gone right. Let's ask her. I just came back in to check on the fender after the clear coat. This thing is looking immaculate. It looks so shiny. So I just have a quick question. Do we need to do a 2000 grit sand and polish? Or could we just go straight for like polishing.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. I'm so glad it turned out looking immaculate. From here, you definitely have some options, and it all depends on just how flawless you want that final finish to be. If you're aiming for that showroom mirror-like finish, a final wet sand with something like 2000 grit, followed by a good polish, can give you that ultra-glossy, glass-like reflection. On the flip side, if you're already loving the finish as is, you can absolutely skip the sanding and just go straight to a polishing compound. In short, if you're looking for perfection, go for that final wet sand and polish. If you're already thrilled, a quick polish might be all you need. Either way, you've done an amazing job.
I think the best thing to do is let this thing completely cure, and if the sun is shining tomorrow, maybe I'll take it outside and see how it looks.
The sunlight would definitely highlight any imperfections, if there are any, and if not, then a nice polish will just enhance that shine even more. Definitely enjoy the moment and that well-deserved sunshine reveal. Let me know how it looks when you do that, and if you decide to go for that final polish, I'm here to help with that too.
All in all, a rather successful attempt. We're still going to say attempt because it could all still go wrong. Next step, take it in the sun tomorrow. I don't know if I'll chuck it on the bike immediately though. I might wait until I've got the rear one done, because that's the next step. You need to get the rear fender off again, get it sanded back to bare metal, and then repeat what we did with this. Fuck, I am so happy with that. Excuse my motherfucking language. Shit bagging fuck bollocks. It is good. You can kind of see there's some blips. I'm not sure if that's still where it's evaporating, so I'm going to leave it before I worry. We might still need to sand and polish. Not sure if I even care too much though, because this looks amazing. And chill looking lovely. I'm not going to sand or polish. Well, I will polish, but I won't do the sand and polish thing, just because I don't want to ruin anything, and it looks fucking nice. So I'm probably just going to leave it be. I mean, what do you guys think? If you're happy with it, are you happy with it? I'm happy with it. I think I'm just going to call it done. Man, this was a trip, but the rear fender will be better now, because I know what I'm doing now. Cheers for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that shit that us YouTubers seem to feed on allows us to survive. See you in the next one, when we will be fitting new exhaust gaskets. Oh, look at this. A moving camera angle. He spins. You can see how messy my office is. I bumped into a box. I'm going to stop and go back this way. In the next one, we'll be doing exhaust gaskets on the Dyna. It turns out whoever had the thing before me took the exhaust off, put it on a new one, and they didn't put it on proper. They put the retaining ring on the wrong side of the flange. The exhaust is loose, which is why I keep getting burned on the leg and why it backfires so much. And I should have realised that earlier, but I'm a complete fucking idiot. So we're going to be doing that. I'll see you then. I'll see you then.